Greetings, 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 Royal Family. I'm back with another video, obviously, right? So hopefully everybody is having a splendid week thus far. By the time you see this video, it will be Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. Shout out to the live viewers in Twitch if you're up this late, and shout out to my replay Royal family members over on YouTube. YouTube family, make sure you hit the like button. That is your admission fee. Costs you nothing. Just go on, hit that like button. Pay that admission fee. Drop that in the comments. Share your thoughts on the topics that we're going to discuss today. Got a full house. I'm going to try to keep it brief, but we're just going to let the chips fall where they may. All right? So Joe Budden, of course, we got some more drama. Rory and Mal, who are his former podcast co-hosts, they finally speak out. Okay, they spoke out over the weekend, I guess you could say. I watched the 1 hour and 8-minute video in its entirety. I'm gonna share my opinion on that. Some new allegations have come up about Joe Budden. Yikes, this is not pretty at all. Nicki Minaj, last week, before the week ended, Nicki Minaj had a huge announcement. She came out with 3 new tracks. She re-released her mixtape, Beam Me Up, Scotty. Her third mixtape, not her first. I saw some barbs saying that it was her first mixtape. Wasn't her first. I am not a barb. I am just a consultant and a lover of all things hip-hop and R&B and dancehall and reggae. Okay? So I just wanted to put that out there because that was really irking my nerves. I said to myself, come on, if you're going to, if this is your fave, you should know these things. Anyway, so I'm going to get into that. So Nicki Minaj has been setting social media, on a fire, ablaze all week long, and it's spilling over into this week. What else we're going to talk about? Who else we got on here? NENE LEAKES. She's on the lineup. I was going to talk about T.I. and Tiny, but I decided not to. Okay, we got some Michael Blackson news, some new music coming out from DMX. His posthumous album is going to be debuting this month. All right, so all that long talking, got some other topics sprinkled in between. I kind of just wanted to give you guys, a little synopsis. Anywho, let's get straight into the video. Everybody having a good week? Yeah. It's the day after my birthday, and I have to say that I am just grateful. Okay, so excuse me, I'm on a natural high, no mood altering substances whatsoever, not even my usual caffeine. Anyway, so this was Nicki Minaj, right? She was on live. She did not show up at 11 o'clock, just like I knew she wouldn't. She showed up about 11:45, maybe 30 past the hour of 11. And she was so excited to be coming out with the news. She's re-releasing her mixtape Beam Me Up, Scotty on social platforms, streaming platforms, which I think is genius. I'm probably going to do a completely separate video breaking that down. I'm a lover of music stats, and I know what I'm talking about. So I'm probably going to do a separate video. Some people were underwhelmed. Some people were excited. She got mixed reviews, okay? Unfortunately, the drama took over and overshadowed the musical projects, right? She was sniffling. She said she had allergies, or she said she got a gift from someone made her emotional. Whatever. There was allegations thrown out there. I'm not even going to entertain that, okay? You guys should already know. If you didn't hear by now, go look it up. It's all over social media. Anyway, so Drake jumped on the live. Drake was in the live chat, and she credited Drake for helping her get out of her slump, her writer's block. I'm probably going to incorporate that in a separate video as well. There's a number of reasons why someone can suffer from writer's block. If you are a creator, then you can suffer from creator's block, writer's block. It's usually due to being either insecure, uninspired, not confident. You're not confident in your work, being a perfectionist, being under the weather or sick, stress. A multitude of things can cause writer's block. So it's very difficult to pinpoint the exact reason why she was experiencing writer's block. She did suffer a loss. Her father did pass away a few months back, that definitely can cause some sort of writer's block, creator's block, and definitely an insurmountable amount of stress. I can only imagine what her family is going through, right? among other things, So she credited Drake, thank you for getting me out of this slump. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to see that they're still they've mended fences, right? There was, I guess, a little, tiff between them. They weren't talking for some time. So to see him jumping on the live, she told him to get on here. She wants to give him his flowers. He told her, look, the music game needs you. The rap game needs you. You're needed. You're great. All this other stuff, encouraging her. So the song that she did with Drake and Lil Wayne, Seeing Green, that's my favorite out of the three. The other song she did, I was expecting the Crocodile Teeth remix. Skilly Bang is a reggae artist, dancehall artist. I read somewhere someone said that he was a reggaeton artist. No, he a whole Jamaican. Crocodile Teeth is a hit song. Yeah, most people probably haven't heard it if you don't listen to that genre of music, but it is a hit song. So Nicki jumped on a number one track pretty much. So she did that, and then she also did Fractions. Now listen, I wasn't expecting anything. I didn't know what Nicki was going to come out with. I was hoping that it would be a Queen Radio episode. I was hoping that it might have been music, but then I said to myself, it could be anything. I like Ish talking Nicki Minaj. I don't care about anything outside of that. I don't care who they try to pit against her, who the fans pit against. I don't care about none of that. That's why I say I'm not a barb, I'm not a starve, I'm not a this or that. I'm a lover of the art of hip hop and the culture of hip hop. I like Ish talking Nicki Minaj. That's how I like my rappers. I just do, And Nicki came into the game talking Ish. Again, a lot of people were underwhelmed. I get why. A lot of people were hyped and excited, and I get why. It's just a matter of preference, critiquing her look. This wasn't my fave. She's a pretty girl, but I think the live that she did the day after, when she was explaining herself, saying that she doesn't do booger sugar. She had on a black hair. Her hair was black, straight part in the middle, fresh face, no makeup. She looked better there than here to me. I wasn't a fan of the fashion. I'm going to critique the fashion in the music. It's a part of hip hop. Anyway, but Drake, listen to what he had to say.
Just about the fact that it's just your world. Nobody does this shit better than you. And it's like, when you're gone, obviously Papa Bear's here now. So we are, we understand the priorities, but when you're gone, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm sure I speak for everybody in the live when it's like, yo, we really miss you. Like, we really miss your presence. And just like, we miss the bars. We miss the excitement that you bring. I had some real heart to heart with you lately, like just about the fact that it's just your world. Nobody does this shit better than you. And it's like, when you're gone, obviously Papa Bear's here now. So we are, we understand the priority.
Okay, that was just a little clip. My apologies. I had my mic off. I didn't realize it. So that was just a little clip of, I was in the live. I was waiting like everybody else. And again, she was supposed to go on at 11 o'clock. She said Tay was late. That's her hair. The guy who does her hair. But either way, she made the announcement. She was talking about a couple of little things. Has Nicki earned the right to be able to be a little bit more comfortable and not so corporate when it comes to a rollout of sorts? That's a question that I yes and no. I don't know because did she have to? I don't know. This wasn't really a rollout for a new body of work. She was re-releasing an album. So like I said, I didn't have any expectation per se, but I do have critiques. I mean, whatever. She did a live. It is what it is. The people got the music. They started streaming it. As far as the songs are concerned, as far as Drake, I like Young Money Drake. I think that when Lil Wayne put together Young Money, I thought that was so genius. I still listen to a lot of the songs on Young Money. I like Young Money Nicki. Tyga's not a part of Young Money anymore, right? But that whole crew, you know what I'm saying? That album, I'm looking forward to a Young Money second album. I like Young Money Drake. So to get Wayne, Drake, and Nicki on the same track, beat selection, I thought was great. Drake is talking his usual, cocky talk. Nicki is really stepping up her bars because, of course, she has someone that she looks up to, Lil Wayne, on the track. I think when the three of them are on a song, I think it pushes Nicki to do better. I can only imagine how many times she rewrote her verse, if at all. And that's what I like. I want that perfectionist-ish talking. The flow is cohesive with all three of them. That's the Nicki Minaj that I like. And I understand that she can be under a lot of pressure to produce a song like Seeing Green. I get it. I totally get it. But again, I'm going to probably do a separate video to break all of that down, because she said some things like, this ain't no TikTok songs. And, everybody picked out little jabs that she was taking at some of the girls. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. As long as it stays on wax. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? The guys do it, so why can't the girls, So what I will say is, though, as far as just rebranding, I do think that Nicki could use a slight rebrand. And the reason why I say slight, I did not intend to spend this much time on this topic, but I have a lot to say about it. Not a complete rebrand, right? Because I feel like she's been in the game, she's too long in the tooth, as they say, to do a complete 180. No, that's not what I want to see. I just want to see a more mature version of her brand that she has now. That's all. As far as looks, visuals, I don't want to see Nicki dancing on stage. I don't feel that she needs to. In my opinion, I get why people feel that way, because it's always pressure to keep up with what's hot. But Nicki Minaj has done a phenomenal job solidifying that she's a lyricist. Forget about being a female rapper for a second. Look, I might as well just go into the commentary that I was going to do. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Just hear me out, though. Those of you who really understand marketing, love music, hear me out, because some of you may not agree. But everybody else who's just for this one against that one, you guys, this is going to go over your head. This is not for you. Anyway, no shade, respectfully. Forget about Nicki being a female rapper and look at Nicki as a rapper. Put her in the pool with the Jay-Z's, the Nas's. Put her in the pool with the, Lil Wayne, Drake's. Put her in that pool. Never mind separating her and putting her in the female rap category. I think that's the whole point. When Nicki Minaj came into the game, if you listen to her ish talking on her mixtapes before she even put out her debut album, before that, she wanted to be the GOAT, right? That was her thing. She looked up to certain people and she liked their flow, the way that she marketed herself, as lyrically, not aesthetically, but lyrically, is she wants to be in the conversation. She wants to be in people's top fives. Like, you have Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Jadakiss, Black Thought. You got these people in people's top five. These people, when you name your top five, Nicki wants to be in that conversation. So forget about being a female rapper. So I feel like Nicki has solidified herself lyrically, that she doesn't have to do what's on trend. And that's also a good business move. Think about it. You don't see Jay-Z making TikTok songs. You don't see Nas making TikTok songs. Do you even really do Drake? Does Drake really make TikTok songs? Like, I don't think so. I mean, some of his songs can be TikTok-y maybe if you go back a couple of years, but does Drake make TikTok songs per se? Right? Who else? DMX. May he rest in peace. You couldn't even get DMX to be on Twitter. And DMX still was relevant. He still was able to be in the conversation. He still was able to keep up with the times per se. All he cared about was the lyrics. So I think when Nicki Minaj said, this ain't no TikTok song, yeah, I get it on the surface. It could be, she's throwing jabs at some of the new girls. But I think that she wants people to respect her brand as a lyricist. Never mind female rapper. No, Nicki is a lyricist. And I think that's why she goes so hard, because she wants to be in the conversation when you say, my top 5 is this, my top 10 is this. She wants to be named. Can't blame her. So I get why she's not interested in doing TikTok songs. It's all about the lyrics, the craft, the art of writing her raps, the bars, the double entendres, the metaphors, the skill of rapping. That is her brand and her passion. So Do I necessarily need to see Nicki make a TikTok song? No. If Super Bass was out, if TikTok was out when Super Bass was out, that definitely would have been a TikTok song. But I'm just saying, I don't need to see Nicki doing an 8 count. The last time I saw her perform at the was it the BET Awards? No, God. She was, girl, laying on her back, legs in the air, gyrate. I didn't like that personally. I was just like, nah, Nicki, I'm good. Just get to the bars. So let me know what you think about that. Oh, I done went off on a tangent, but I had to get that out. I love discussing. I like music talk. But anyway, what else is up here on the roster? So Itty Bitty Piggy is one of my favorite songs from Nicki Minaj, right? I want Itty Bitty Piggy Nicki. And it's so funny because when I did a video the night that she was gonna go live, I said, whatever, I wonder what her announcement is if she's coming out with music. I want Itty Bitty Piggy Nicki. And I've often said that whenever I talk about Nicki Minaj releasing new music. So I thought that this was cool. The Neighborhood Talk on Instagram captured this tweet, I think it is, from Soulja Boy. And Soulja Boy made a suggestion, and I agree with him. Shoot a music video for Itty Bitty Piggy. I think that would be genius. Itty Bitty Piggy is a song that Nicki Minaj did on Beat Me Up Scotty. And she did it over, she sampled Soulja Boy's beat for the song She Got a Dunk. That's Soulja Boy's song. And she redid it. And she murdered that track. She did her thing on that track. And I think that would be a dope idea to shoot a music video for Itty Bitty Piggy. Why not? Why not? That song is such a strong song. It's a popular song. It shows off her lyrical skill set. And why not be fun and shoot a video and have Soulja Boy in the video? Why not, Nicki? And make it fun. What do you guys think about that? Do you want to see a music video for Itty Bitty Piggy? Drop down in the comments and let me know. All right, we're still on Nicki. We got a lot to cover. Now, this I was happy to see, okay? So, Big Fendi, listen to me. If you don't know who Big Fendi is, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I can't go down that road. I did a whole video about men's influence in female hip-hop and men profiting from beefs in the female hip-hop industry genre. I'll probably link that in here. Anyway, so Big Fendi, right? He posted this to his Instagram. He said, 15 years ago, I had a vision to take over the female rap game. This is Big Fendi writing this. I met a pretty-ass Trini chick from Southside Jamaica, Queens, who I believe had the total package with the bars and work effort to match. I pushed her, she pushed me, which made us both into the monsters we are today. Like any other Cancer/Sagittarius relationship, it was ups and downs, and we eventually hated each other guts. After our sit down last year, thank you, because Big Fendi has a YouTube channel and he sat down with Nicki Minaj behind the scenes of her Queen radio show, and they ironed out certain things and had a talk. I encourage all of you who don't know that to go watch that. It's imperative. Anyway, after our sit down last year's, we both did a 360. Why do people say a 360? Anyway. Separation brings growth and maturity on both sides. Nicki made me executive producer on Beam Me Up Scotty re-release and cut me a fat ass check. Cause real bees do real ish. Thanks, Onika. I'm going to tell you that this was another genius business move. See, here's the thing. And remember, I'm not a barb. I'm a lover of the business of music and the music business. Two different things, and all things hip hop. And I respect Nicki as a MC. I don't even want to say female rapper anymore. I respect her as an MC. She understands and she hones in and she respects and she takes her craft seriously. This is a good look. This is a good look. First of all, Beam Me Up Scotty was released under Young Money, right? Young Money, Cash Money. But it was also, Dirty Money is also credited on this album. So I find it interesting that we find out here that Fendi might not have been given any credit on the original Beam Me Up Scotty. I didn't look. That thought just came to my head. But that doesn't matter. They squashed their differences last year, like he said. They sat down and had a conversation. They ironed everything out. Nicki kept it real with him. He kept it real with her, right? And she put him on the re-release of Beam Me Up. Do you know how big that is? It seems to me that Nicki Minaj is mending fences behind the scenes. And I like that. Nicki Minaj didn't come out and say this. Fendi did. And this, like I said, this is a good look from a business standpoint. So the rebrand that I'm thinking in my head, the slight rebrand or the maturation of her brand that I'm expecting could possibly be happening out behind the scenes. And then eventually when she's ready to put out a new body of work and other projects, we'll see it. This right here is a good look. And this just lets me know, yes, Nicki is a real, she's a real one. She definitely is a real one. And I feel like this was definitely the right thing to do from a business standpoint, because in business, you're going to fall out with people. But if it's worth salvaging, it's always a good idea to build bridges if it's worth salvaging. Some bridges, they have to burn so you can build new ones. But this man was the one who discovered her, not Lil Wayne, Big Fendi. And yes, he did some questionable things. And I'm pretty sure he can say Nicki did some questionable things too. But at the end of the day, the fact that they can not only mend fences and it be all good, but she think of him and remembered her roots and where she came from and how it all started by putting this man as the executive producer on Beat Me Up Scotty, the re-release. Nicki's doing her thing business-wise, and you can't take that away from her. She's always been a smart businesswoman, and that's one of the reasons why I really like her. Like, really, aside from her being a stellar lyricist, I really like how she handles her business, because this is the business of music. There's a difference. So drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Who else? This is like the Nicki corner, okay? It's Nicki Tuesday. All right. Speaking of mending fences, Wendy Williams recently was on her show. This was on Monday's show. She had I forgot the gentleman's name, but he came, giving like gossip scoop, yada yada. So he was talking about Nicki Minaj and, her re-release and all this other stuff. Now, Wendy Williams has never dissed Nicki Minaj, right? I know a lot of the barbs, they don't like Wendy Williams because of what Wendy Williams said maybe a year or two ago. I think it was about 2 years, about Wendy saying that she does not like Nicki's significant other. She says she doesn't like her, doesn't like him for her, yada yada. Okay. So I don't know, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember. Did Wendy say anything else disparaging about her? I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm sure somebody will correct me. Anyway, so when this guest was giving his commentary or whatever, and telling, putting Wendy down, keeping her up to date, Wendy basically said that Nicki Minaj is an icon. She definitely is a legend. Wendy has always given Nicki her props. She says she's a great businesswoman, She's very popular. Wendy, I saw the episodes, and Wendy said that she would love to see her move into doing the fashion. She likes, Nicki doing the fashion, the fragrances, the things like that. She didn't say that that Nicki should hang it up or anything like that. She was just, she kept her cool when the gentleman brought up the fact that people were making allegations about Booger Sugar and what she does and extracurricular activities. Wendy didn't say anything, and I'm glad that she didn't, because there's nothing to say. That's how I look at it. People can have their opinions, that's fine, but like I said, I only care about the music. There's other things that I care about, of course, right? But let's stick to the music. I feel like the drama is overshadowing the music. I really wish Nicki would have gotten on live on Saturday or Friday, whenever she went on the second time, when she had on the black shirt and the black hair. I wanted her to break down fractions and seeing green. Don't leave us hanging, talk to us about that. What was the process like when you were writing Seeing Green? Like, did they send you the track done and you just jumped on it? Did you have to how many times did you have to rewrite your verse? See, the drama is overshadowing the music. It happens to the best of them. Anyway, so, Wendy said that Nicki's an icon. She's a legend. Nicki Minaj replied, this is Celebs Love Nicki Minaj on Instagram. So Nicki Minaj said, "You are an icon and legend as well, Wendy Williams." Now, I find this interesting. T.S. Madison, shout out to the T.S. T.S. Madison, who is friends with Nicki Minaj. She was on her Queen radio show. But media mogul T.S. Madison, I'm so glad she put this in the comments. She says she's always said that, even in private, with a heart emoji. Meaning, T.S. Madison has had conversations with Nicki Minaj privately about Wendy Williams, I'm sure, or Wendy's name came up. And Nicki Minaj has said that, Wendy is an icon, a legend. Wendy Williams made it possible for people like Nicki Minaj to do her Queen radio. You know what I'm saying? For YouTubers or content creators such as myself and many others, she paved the way for a lot of us. So I just think that Nicki she don't want you saying nothing about her significant other. And I get that. No matter how much of an opinion people may have or how much they think they know or whatever, I can understand her not wanting anyone to say anything about him because he's not in the limelight, she is. And I get that. Whether people think that they're right, whether she thinks they're wrong, doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, she doesn't want people saying anything about her husband or giving an opinion about her husband. And I can respect that. Like I said, whether we think it's right or wrong, whether she thinks it's wrong or right, the fact still remains she's going to be guarded when it comes to her husband. And I totally get it. Yeah, I had a lot to talk about Nicki as far as Nicki is concerned. Now, Carisha Brownlee, a.k.a. Young Miami 305, she tweeted over the weekend, Nicki Minaj. She added Nicki Minaj. "Can you unblock me on Instagram? ? And she added her. And of course, everybody was going crazy. People were dissing her. People said, get a job, stay away from her. The Barbs were going off. They said that she was disloyal. When JT was incarcerated, Young Miami did a lot of press and she kept City Girls alive. And she was asked when she was at the Breakfast Club, would she ever do a song with Nicki Minaj? And she said, I would rather not answer that question. She is label mates with Cardi B. And you know how the media, is doing as it pertains to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, whatever. It's played out, in my opinion. It's so played out now. It's old. Anyway, so rightfully so. Young Miami said, I'd rather not answer that question. I do support Cardi B. Cardi B supported us. She's encouraged us. And plus, they're on the same label. Well, people didn't like that, right? And I understand the Barbs are serious when it comes to Nicki Minaj. But I don't think that she said anything wrong. However, they dug up some old tweets of JT and Young Miami, and they said some not so favorable things about Nicki Minaj. So they are holding it against her. But Young Miami is taking it all in stride. She finds it comical. She says, I'm not begging anybody for nothing. I just asked if she could unblock me. It is what it is. I'm going to tell you something. That Young Miami, her personality is really, really interesting. She seems very, very fun and carefree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move this thing along. I done spent 30 minutes on Miss Onika. All right, period. No, let me stop. But shout out to Nicki Minaj, though. I do wish her success. Again, hopefully the Barbs, y'all stay focused. Again, I'm not a Barb. I feel like I'm just a observer and a consultant. Stay focused. Her song, Seeing Green, should be debuting higher than what is projected to debut. And that's just my opinion as a consultant. Anyway, let's move this thing along. All right, remember this guy, Mo Fane? This is Cardi B's ex-husband, lover. I don't even know. Were they really married? Well, baby, he pleaded guilty to PPP loan fraud. Do you remember when they caught up with him? What happened? He had bought himself a Bentley. He paid like 40 grand in back child support. He bought a Rolex. Well, scammers are going to scam. So this is according to hiphopwired.com. Rapper, and he's a rapper, and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Maurice Mo Fane has pleaded guilty to PPP loan fraud and is looking at over a decade behind bars. Many people have been caught up in the payroll protection program schemes where They were given funds intended to keep businesses afloat during the pandemic, but used the money for personal items like expensive foreign cars or luxury clothing. Apparently, the temptation was too much for Mo Fane to resist. Now, TMZ reported that this Love and Hip Hop star pled guilty to 6 counts of federal bank fraud after prosecutors say he funded a lavish lifestyle during the pandemic with a Paycheck Protection Program loan. These PPP loans are intended to help employees and small businesses that were impacted by the 19. Not for you to be out here flossing and acting like you in a music video, screaming out money ain't a thing. Anyway, in documents obtained by TMZ, Fane was ordered to forfeit nearly $100,000 from several bank accounts, as well as 8 of his 2015 Kenworth T680 trucks. Yes, he bought 8 trucks. In exchange for his plea, the feds dropped 14 other charges. Damn. And agreed to recommend Fane a 151-month prison sentence. That's about 12.5 years. And that's prosecutors going easy on him. Before the deal, he was staring down a possible maximum of 30 years, girl. Carly Red dodged the bullet. She got the heck up out of there in time. Remember, she filed for divorce right before this ish hit the fan. Lord of mercy. What do you guys think about this? Now, he's not the only one that pled guilty. Yo, this is crazy. I wonder when he's going to be. I don't see where he's going to be sentenced. Now, what did it say? During an interview, I'm reading the article, he denied using the PPP loan to fund the lifestyle, but instead claimed he used the PPP loan to pay payroll and other business expenses of the company. Yeah, but they found out that he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. This is so sad. This is so sad. I don't even know what to say, but he ain't the only one. Baby Blue. Baby Blue. Now, Pretty Ricky's Baby Blue, he pled guilty also to the Triple P fraud. This is crazy. This is Yahoo News. Now, the rapper, he reveals that he aims to be one of the hottest rappers in the world. Now, according to a recent reports, Pretty Ricky's Baby Blue is set to plead guilty in his Triple P load? Wouldn't it be loan? Come on, y'all. Y'all can't be misspelling these words. Loan fraud. As the Griot previously reported, Pretty Ricky's Diamond Blue Smith, a.k.a. Baby Blue, was arrested in October the year 2020 in a massive 19 relief loan scam. According to the official press release from the Department of Justice at the time, they were charged for, quote, alleged participation in a scheme to file fraudulent loan applications seeking more than $24 million in forgivable Triple P loans guaranteed by the Small Business Administration under the 19 Aid Relief and Economic Security Act. Yo, I said this when all of this stuff was going down because I talked about this before. Why are y'all why were they so lax with the approval process? And there's so many legitimate, actual small businesses like restaurants and things that were rejected for these Triple P loans and had to shut down their businesses after being in the neighborhood and bringing revenue into certain neighborhoods for over a decade, 12, 13, 14 years. Businesses passed down from generation to generation, and these clowns get swift approval? Come on, man. These people who are fraudulent in requesting these loans should not be the only one held to task. I feel like the people who may have worked with them, if someone was scheming and scamming and maybe like hooked them up, I think that they should be held responsible as well. Now, according to recent reports, the article continues, the rapper is set to plead guilty in the case. According to a report from Vlad TV, Baby Blue is set to plead guilty per official court records, it states. Federal prosecutors have moved to seize the Ferrari and other assets allegedly acquired from fraudulent loans and is set to appear on June 9th before U.S. District Judge Marcia Cook. The report also confirms that neither Baby Blue's attorney nor federal prosecutors have publicly revealed what sentences they will ask Cook to hand down. In an exclusive interview with Hollywood Unlocked, the rapper seemingly confirms that he is planning to plead guilty, speaking on the case and his life at the moment. He revealed in an interview, "I ain't tripping. When I get out, I'ma be ripped up like Gucci Mane. And I'ma be one of the hottest rappers in the world. My new single, Up Again, dropped Friday." Oh my God. Brother, why do you really want to go to jail, huh? Why are you really excited about this? Or are you just fronting? Baby Blue added that he would miss his family, explaining, "Only thing I'ma really miss is time away from my kids. I just had a baby boy this year, and I'ma miss his little giggles for sure." And I don't know if you guys are aware, but recently, he had an album release or a single release party at a bowling alley in Florida, in South Florida. And he was robbed, right? And he got popped in the shoulder area. He was in ICU and he had to learn to breathe and walk again. I know he did post to his Instagram showing, all of his tubes and showing that he was in a hospital room. Oh my God. And he tweeted an update back in April to his fans on his condition. What do you mean you're going to be the hottest rapper and you're going to be ripped up like Gucci Mane? Like, what? Maybe he's just scared and he's trying to be tough, but is it popping in jail? I'm not trying to find out, but what? I can't, man. I can't. Move it along. We just got to move this train along. Lanithia. Hey, NENE girl. This is NENE Leakes' Instagram page. So over the weekend, honey, she had a soft opening. This is her second soft opening of the Lanithia Lounge, okay? Which is like her little lounge / nightclub / social event space social gathering, whatever. Really nice. I saw many videos and pictures that she has posted during the construction of her club, her nightclub. It's very classy, very cute. The atmosphere seems fun. NENE seems like a very fun type of girl. Like when she's doing her videos and some of the music is playing that you probably, I don't know, maybe you just assume like she probably don't listen to that type of music. NENE is in the know. She's hip. She's up to the times when it comes to music, and she just seems so fun. So the Lanithia Lounge is officially, the grand opening is going to be on Memorial Weekend. So she's basically telling you, book your sections, tables, private events, birthday party. They're selling out quickly. So I think that she's going to do good. I definitely see for the first year, I think she's probably going to do better than expected. This is a good example of using your celebrity and your influence and creating something for yourself that generates revenue for you. And you don't have to answer to any networks or, I just only hope that there's no drama with the staff or anything like that. But I don't know. I think NENE's got her head screwed on straight. She has friends who are in the restaurant business. So I'm pretty sure they're helping her out. They've helped her out, give her good advice and things. I think NENE will be just fine. I think she will definitely be perfectly fine. And if I lived in Georgia, I definitely would check this spot out. It just seems like a good vibe. So good for you, NENE. Now, it was said that she handed the business over to her son. So her youngest son, Brent, I think it is, right, is going to be inheriting the Lanithia Lounge. So I don't know if she has him as part owner or owner of, I don't know, but I think that that's absolutely amazing. You handing a piece of your legacy down to your next of kin, or not your next of kin, but your child. Absolutely amazing. Good for you, NENE. I'm here for this. They got every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. They have delicious brunch along with live entertainment, 5 until 10 p.m. Live band continues. Each and every Sunday, our amazing day party brunch from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. You definitely don't want to miss this. They do have special nights at the Lanithia Lounge. Tuesday night, they do karaoke. Wednesday are for her Oh my God. Are for my gays, hunty, Nene. You gotta watch that, man. You gotta watch that. You gotta be careful. Um, yeah, so she got congratulations. That's all I can say to Nene, right? I'm happy for you. I know Nene is my girl. If you've been watching me for some time, you know I love me some Lenithia. But I'm happy that she's doing her thing. And hopefully she'll open up more lounges. This won't just be the only one. You know, get into the to the restaurant business. Why not? I think that she's gonna do exceptionally well. Speaking of housewives of Atlanta, the Neighborhood Talk on their Instagram, they posted that Simon says that y'all better check yourselves. Simon says put your hands on your feet. Simon says bust it open like a, okay? So Simon Guobadia is tired of everybody having an opinion about his love life, apparently. So he didn't tweet this. This was Instagram stories, right? So he says, when you feel comfortable disparaging a grown man you don't know, tells a lot about your character and how you may feel about your very own parents. Think about that with the thinking emoji. Let me tell you something. Somebody said, if Simon don't take his $40 million A up off the internet, who cares what these people think? They don't pay your bills. Simon is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And what is that? He's keeping the lie alive. Keep the lie alive. So, of course, Simon is going to go on his social media and amp this up. Okay? Think about it. A $40 million man, right? Do you think that... Why would he care about what anybody thinks about who he's dating? Right? He's keeping the lie alive. He is playing the game. This is my opinion. I don't think that Simon and Portia are going to be walking down the aisle. I think that Portia is securing her spot and her paycheck for next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I could be wrong, but until I'm proven wrong, I will continue to say what I just said. All right. So how's everybody doing? Y'all good? Y'all good? If you're just joining on the YouTube, please make sure you pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. Okay. Shout out to the live Twitch family viewers. Up next. Now, Martin is one of my favorite comedians. The TV show Martin, I think if you know me personally, because some of my peoples do listen to my show, then you know that my blood type is Martin. Okay. So the Neighborhood Talk posted this on their Instagram page. And I'm going to be honest with you. I laughed while I know I need to grow up, right? One day I did laugh while I was reading this because I was just actor Chris Williams. Now, Chris Williams is the brother of Vanessa Williams, if you didn't know. Anyway, it says that Martin Lawrence is an egomaniac and claims that Martin almost gave him a concussion while filming an episode of Martin. I said a concussion. So basically, this is the episode where he said that Martin was doing too much. He said this was one of the first guest star roles back in the 90s on Martin. He said that it was an interesting experience for many reasons. Now, I just want to go on record and say that I'm laughing at the scene and I'm not laughing at this man's pain. So basically, Martin was in character, in a nutshell, as Otis. I feel like there's no time limit on when you can speak up. I don't like when people do that. Like, oh, why didn't you? I don't know. It seems like that's people's natural reaction. Why you wait until now to come out? Does it matter why they're waiting until now to come out? Or does it matter that they were offended in some way or hurt in some way and they're being vulnerable and expressing that, right? I don't know. You let me know what you think. But I feel like Martin has grown since then, obviously. He definitely was humbled, in my opinion. And yeah, he probably was a jerk. Now, I wonder if Martin saw this and decided to reach out to Mr. Williams to issue an apology. Because here's the thing. You've expressed what it is that's bothered you. You expressed how you feel. You gave a detailed story of 2 incidences that you had with him or 2 encounters that you had with him. What do you want now? Do you want Martin to apologize? Do you want him to acknowledge what he did wrong? Or are you looking for clout? Now, see, I'm not saying that he's looking for clout and attention. What is it that now that you've revealed this, right? What is it that you want from Martin? Do you want him to apologize? And I don't feel that there's anything wrong if he wants him to apologize. I'm a firm believer in ask for what you want, right? The worst you can hear is no. I don't know. I thought that was a cute, not cute. I'm sorry. Lord have mercy. I thought that was an interesting story. Speaking of interesting, let me tell you something. This man, Kevin Samuels, he is making waves on the internet. So, I don't know. A lot of people don't find this funny at all. Don't find him funny at all. Some people don't take him seriously. I mean, he is a human being, but they feel like he's gimmicky and things like that, and don't get offended. Which one are you? Do you get offended by Kevin Samuels? Does he cook your grits? Does he make your blood pressure boil? If he does, then you might not want to listen to this. Now, it's on site, their Instagram page. They posted Kevin Samuels calling a woman out of her name, I guess. I don't know. Just take a listen. Like to hear? Here you go.
5'3".
How much do you weigh?
That's none of your business. I told you I was fat.
Oh, okay. We don't play that shit on my channel. You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy ass broads.
Kill my vibe.
Child, really? Really, sir? Are you serious?
Get out here and be like Danny's big ass. Go knock yourself out. But I would be remiss to try to tell you as an image consultant and as a person and a professional that you can be 5'3" and weigh so much that you don't even want to tell somebody how much you weigh and think you're going to get a man to marry you, a high value man. So you go ahead and go on back over and get your 2-piece or 3-piece or whatever you got coming from, Chick-fil-A or Popeyes. Carry your ass on over. I don't know. I'm
5'3".
Now, why you got to say something about 2-piece and Chick-fil-A and things like that? What they got to do with it? So, okay, here's what caught my attention. He's an image consultant now? I don't watch this man. I see clips here and there on the internet, and it's kind of like, I've seen this already, been there, done that. There's nothing that moves me to say, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to really psychoanalyze this man, and I'm going to see what his angle is. That's not a good thing. That's not a bad thing. It just is, right? But he's an image consultant. If you guys watch him, correct me, let me know, because I never heard of him being an image consultant. But again, it could be because I don't tune into him. But what do you think? What do you think about his method, his choice of words, and referencing food and weight and things like that? I always hear him say things in the clips that I do see on the internet. You think you're going to get a man this way, or a high value. You're not going to get a man or a high value man. Let me tell you what I already have an issue with. Not that deep where I want to jump up and down and I'm going to lose sleep and feel like I want to debate about this. Not at all, because he's not the only person that feels this way. Some women actually feel this way. Why is a woman's success determined, like her success is determined by if she's married or not, or has a man? Now, women do this to each other. So putting Kevin Samuels aside, what is that all about? What is that? You will oftentimes hear women say, you ain't got no man. That's why your man left you. That's why your man cheated. If a woman is married to a man and the man cheats, how the hell is that the woman's fault? Right? Wouldn't you shame the man for not having self-control or not being mature enough to leave the relationship as opposed to betraying the trust of somebody that they're with? I don't know. Maybe my decency is outdated. But image consultant, back to Kevin Samuels. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. We got to wrap this up. I might have to do this in 2 videos, y'all. Okay. Do you guys watch Couples Retreat? I do. I know I'm behind 2 episodes, probably 3 now, on reviews, right? Nothing really interesting has happened, so I don't really feel the need to jump on and review it per se. I don't know. I'm just going to do things differently with my reviews. But this is Michael Blackson, and this is Rada. So she posted to her Instagram, IG friends, I'm posting because I feel you all have supported us even though this is my page. I see his haters spilled over, and every time I'm on live or I post something, there is always mention of him. It has been a great ride. Although I love him to death, he has internal issues that he needs to work on. I'm an easy person to deal with. Of course, girl, You know, of course, this is a typical person not taking responsibility for anything. You were in the relationship too, Rada, and I watched couples retreat. I want to say couples therapy. Girl, you are not absolved of any wrongdoing or issues. Anywho, she continues to write, I love him to death. He has internal issues that he needs to work on. I am an easy person to deal with, but I will not be lied to. I will always love and respect him with all my heart. It's time for me to move on and love him from afar. Enjoy the Gold Coast. My side beaches and I are moving on. Hashtag take care. Now I'm wondering if she's doing this to boost ratings for the show, because this episode 4, I think it was, Kevin Blackson revealed to a medium who pulled them aside to talk to them, and she was wondering, like, do you guys have children? You know, they didn't have children together, but he revealed that Rada was pregnant. So how far along she was at that time of taping, who knows? When was this picture taken? Is she no longer pregnant? Like, what's going on? So who knows? We'll see if it's for a storyline. We'll see if they break up or not. So I don't know. If she feels that it's time to move on, then I'm not the type of person like, oh my God, you guys are so cute together. No, don't break up. She could be in a toxic relationship. Same thing goes for him. He could feel like he's in a toxic relationship. And here I am. Oh, don't break up. Girl, if you feel that's what you want to do, move on. If not, don't. You're going to do what you want to do anyway, regardless if the man is cheating or not. That's how I feel. Or if you're cheating or not. Up next, I thought that this was so dope. And I just have a little bit more respect for Lil Baby and Lil Durk for this. Okay? This is respect right here. Neighborhood Talk posted this to their Instagram. Lil Durk and Lil Baby push back Voice of the Heroes release date out of respect for DMX project dropping the same day. Yo, shout out to the young cats giving the OGs respect. I respect this. I do. So they're supposed to be doing a joint album. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I love this. So Lil Baby and Lil Durk, they're dropping a joint album. How do you guys feel about that? You want to hear Lil Durk and Lil Baby on the same album? I don't know. They might produce some heat. If I get to it, then I'll take a listen. I'm still enthralled with J. Cole's album. Did you guys get a chance to listen to that? Hip hop. Anyway, but I thought that this was dope. So DMX's posthumous album, Exodus, is going to be released on May 28th. So I don't know. You think this is a publicity stunt? I just thought about that. That just came to mind. It better not be. Y'all better not be trying to use the OG for clout. You cornballs. I just thought about that. That just came to my mind. Do y'all really even have an album? When were y'all recording? Give me a song. Name one song. Who's featured on the album? They probably don't even have an album coming out. But anyway, if they do, then all of that can be stricken from the record. But I thought that this was dope. If true, this is respect right here. You don't see the young cats giving the OGs any respect, much less pushing their album back out of respect for you know what I thought about? Swiss Beats probably told them, y'all better push that back and push it back immediately. Anywho, on to more pressing matters. No disrespect. So the Joe Budden podcast is no more, right? Rory and Mal, it's a wrap. Joe fired them on that Joseph boy. He is so impulsive, huh? Doesn't mean he's a bad person, though. He fired Rory and Mal. I talked about this last week. Everybody's been talking about this. But Rory and Mal actually responded. So they sat down in a podcast style, video, and they gave their accounts. Now, it was an hour and 8 minutes. I felt like it was rushed. I felt like they were in the bushes paying attention to commentary from people and listening to what Joe said. I think they were kind of listening to what some people were saying about this, because this, not that the public needs any proof. We're not entitled to any proof, but it's very interesting that Joe said that they were paid a salary and they signed their contract and they were privy to the contracts before even starting anything Rory and Mal is saying something different. They're saying that they were on a percentage-based contract, so they weren't paid a salary, which means, yes, they would be entitled to see the books in a nutshell because it's percentage-based. That's what they said. Joe is saying something different. We don't know. This all still could be a publicity stunt. Let me tell you something. Some people may think, oh, everything's not a publicity stunt. But when publicity stunts are very lucrative for people involved, wouldn't be surprised. So my whole thing was, why didn't they show up to work that day? I wanted them to take accountability and give reasoning behind that. They didn't really give a direct reason per se. Rory basically said, look, not Rory, Mal. This is Mal. Sorry. Mal basically said, look, Rory, if you ain't showing up, I ain't showing up. I ain't doing the podcast without you. So basically, Mal has an allegiance to Rory. But why didn't you show up that day? Rory kind of glazed over it. He basically said that, like, you know, he was taking time to look over things or what have you. I don't know. It was weird. I don't think he made it very clear to Joe. Look, while I'm looking over things and getting things, I'm not going to be coming to work. He did not make that clear. Otherwise, Joe wouldn't have been going ham about them not showing up. And it looks bad on their part. So I don't know. This is a little snippet from Mal posted this to his Instagram page.
We have a profit agreement, a percentage-based contract with each other, and every time we asked for accounting, there was a problem. You never wanted to give nobody accounting. You don't want to show us the real numbers from the deals and all of this other shit. And it's like, all right, fam, what are we doing? Because again, we have this contract, and if you're not going to honor this contract, like you said in front of other people, then it's like, this shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. And if you don't, like I said, if respect ain't there, I'm not there. We have a profit agreement.
There you have it. So Mal said that they have a profit agreement, percentage-based compensation plan / contract. Now, Joseph, is that true? Because that's not what you said. But again, they don't have anything to prove to us. Now, here's my question for my royal intellects, my legal royals. If indeed they were paid salary, do they have a loss? Could they sue Joe? Can they sue him now? Forget about it being profit-based, percentage-based, or salary. Do they have a lawsuit? Do you think that they're going to sue Joe? And I'm going to tell you something right now. If I took a shot for every time either one of them said it's not about the money, they kept saying that, I would be getting my stomach pumped. They kept saying it's not about the money. It's not every sentence, every other sentence, both of them. But the entire time you talked about it not being, about the money. So I don't know. Is this gimmicky? This is interesting. Let me tell you something. Mal was a whole different type of person sitting in an actual chair and not a stool. I don't know. His sneakers, they were cute. Either way, this is crazy. I think maybe the friendship might be able to be salvaged. But the way that Mal was talking, he was talking real like he was getting appearances for Joe Budden. You know, nobody was really checking for his music per se at one point, and he pulled strings and got him walkthroughs in clubs. I was like, oh, really, Mal? You got pulled like that? Mal said that he wasn't no bum on the street and he wasn't hiding detergent like Joe said and none of that. He wasn't no bum. I said, oh, well, somebody lying. You know, there's some truth in the middle, I'm sure, but it is what it is. What's going to be interesting to see is if they will progress on and start a podcast. Really interesting because I don't remember who it was. It might have been both of them saying that I think it was Rory saying that podcasting is not really his passion, but you sat down in a podcast style format to give you could have went on IG Live. And also shout out to the people who are posting this, the YouTubers who are posting this, because this is they put it on Vimeo or what it's called and charge $2 for people to see this. So interesting. Potting is not your passion, but you did a whole podcast explaining yourself. In not so great news for Joe Budden, my goodness, this hit the scenes crazy. Neighborhood Talk posted this to their Instagram page. Olivia Dope accuses Joe Budden of making Sexually suggestive remarks. Rocky Thunder alleges that Joe Buttons was basically hands-on with her. Now, Olivia Dope is on the All Girl podcast on the Joe Button Network. See the Thing Is. I think, is that what it is? Is it See the Thing Is? Or that's Ming and Karen Civil. Anyway, it'll come to me. So she was on the podcast and she had expressed, I think I seen like 2 episodes or something like that of that podcast. Yeah, nah, not really my style, I guess. I mean, the ladies are doing their thing, but she basically said that, she had issues with Joe. And I remember the episode where she was expressing issues with Joe. Joe came in. Joe is very vulgar. Some people like that. Some people don't. He's very like loud and boisterous. He can be aggressive at times. Some people like that. Some people don't. It reads different for everyone. Again, I am not taking away anything that this young lady is saying. I feel like Joe is she's making the accusation. She pointed out the episode when Joe asked to give her a hug and Joe was kind of gyrating his hips. Some people may think that that's innocent. Some people may think that that's inappropriate. She obviously felt that that was inappropriate. And I think off camera, behind the scenes, he made some remarks and comments. So this is a problem, Joe, that you're going to have to resolve, admit to, negate, rebuttal, whatever. But this is not good. This is not good at all. So let's see. This is a little bit of her talking.
Situation, doing a bit more research on.
And yes, she did quit the podcast. Yes, it is. See the Thing Is. That's what it was. I couldn't remember. What's the podcast name with Ming and Karen Civil? Girl Really or something like that. I saw 2 episodes of their podcast too. Not my style. They're doing their thing, but just not my style of podcasting. Anyway, let's continue.
On how work environments are with him. I should have taken heed to the accusations. Those should have been red flags for me as well. No one should ever feel comfortable enough to speak the way that person spoke to me. No one should ever feel comfortable enough to make a workplace environment completely hostile and toxic the way that person did. No one should ever feel like they can be sexually explicit and suggestive, not only to you while you're coming in just trying to work, but also in front of the entire production staff to belittle you. I should have walked into this situation.
Yikes. She has the entire I think she still has a video up on her IG. So Rocky, she posted, I was literally told on national TV with 5 million views by Ebro and then program director of Hot 97 that I, quote, had to repair my relationship with Joe after he put hands on me or I would never make it in the industry. Production quickly brought me to green screen, covered up the fingerprint bruises on my neck with makeup and insisted the show must go on. This is more typical than not as a woman when you lack manpower and representation. Now, this is Rocky. This is somebody that that Joe Budden dated. So she made accusations as well. She goes on to post, then I received the dream-shattering text. Hey, do you still want to do radio or do you want to F word? Unfortunately, the only witnesses to this disgusting text was Joe and a male label executive, which I thought could give insight on how to maneuver around this obvious career roadblock. It was met with, oh well, ish or get off the pot mentality. Yikes. That is so, gosh, that's so, that is horrible. I just don't like anybody. That's embarrassing. I don't even know what to say. Because again, these are allegations that she is making. We don't know if it's true or false, but I'm not going to say, oh, she lying, because I don't know if she lying. I'm not going to say, oh, she telling the truth, because I don't know if she's telling the truth. If indeed these things took place, these events took place, and this is referencing Olivia Dope and Rocky, like I said, man, and I really feel like people who are put in these positions, the people that put these women and men or whoever in these positions and make them feel degraded and uncomfortable, I do feel that they should be shamed, and I think that they should be reprimanded. I do. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people say, someone commented, y'all knew Joe put hands on women before he started this damn podcast, and y'all ain't give a bleep. So don't act surprised now. Someone else said, Rocky been saying this. Wasn't it on Love and Hip Hop? Someone says she has. Her story hasn't changed at all. Another commenter, woo child. See, when you get to playing dirty, karma comes back and bite you in the ass. Wow. This is so sad. Because it's like, this is so many women's story. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come into the industry, you just want to work, man. And it's just like this culture of what you willing to do for it. You know, it's just, like I said, this is all alleged. I have to say that this is all alleged, but I really, really, really hope that this all, gets resolved. And I really hope that things like this keep getting exposed, because nobody should be made to feel uncomfortable at their place of employment, no matter who it is, no matter what it is, no matter what. I'm pretty sure most of us have worked in corporate settings, and you know, your boss has said something to you, or your coworkers have said something to you that pissed you off, made you feel uncomfortable. Nobody should have to feel that way, man. People come to work, they want to work so they can be able to take care of themselves, grow their platform, whatever. Like, but to be embarrassed, that's the worst thing that you can do to somebody, man, especially in front of people, because it changes you forever. And some people don't recover from that. And I've seen instances where people have publicly been embarrassed, and then innocent people end up being casualties of that person getting revenge. Put it that way. Ay. On a slightly lighter note, this is Cash Doll. So this is according to TMZ. Cash Doll claims that she lost $500,000 in a car burglary while filming a music video. First of all, what do you guys think about Cash Doll's song Thumbin'? I said, excuse me, Cash Doll. What? Thumbin'. No, girl. Talking about thumbing through money. She looks great, though. I don't know. Cash Doll has a nice personality, but I'm not really a fan of her music. Anyway, Cash Doll's gotta be beating herself up. This is according to TMZ, telling cops a burglar made off with $500,000 of her jewels that she'd still have if only she had locked her doors. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the rich hoochie rapper suffered the massive loss after someone looted her car in the San Fernando Valley while she was filming a music video. Now, what she was filming a music video for? Thumbing? Anyway, TMZ is told that the theft went down between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. It's bad enough having to deal with the loss, but talk about a migraine trigger. Cops say the burglar gained entry thanks to an unlocked door. Yikes. What's unknown is, will insurance basically cover the loss? And if not, what were her policy limits? TMZ sources say that the burglar swiped tons of expensive jewelry and even a $50,000 Louis Vuitton box. So far, no arrests have been made. It's one thing if burglars break windows to get into expensive cars, but to lose the stuff this way, ouch. As cops love to broadcast in PSAs, lock it, hide it, keep it, or at the very least, lock your doors. Thumb it. Okay. Do you think Cash Doll is telling the truth? That's a whole lot of insurance fraud going on. And how do you prove that you had $500,000 worth of jewelry and trinkets and things, expensive things? And yeah, that's a good point. Like, did you have insurance on your jewelry? And yes, what is your policy limits? Why was your car door unlocked? But then again, there are no cameras around that can make out who the person was. That's very interesting. I don't know. Cash doll, if you're lying, you're going to get caught. I just want to point that. Everybody's out here trying to make $1. Well, Royal Family, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. That's not too bad. So drop down in the comments and share your thoughts on any of the topics discussed. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, okay? If you haven't done so, now would be a great time to do so, okay? Pay your admission fee before you exit, as long as you pay your admission fee, and that's hitting the like button. So I'm getting ready to sign off, y'all. I'll be back. Like I said, by the time you guys are viewing this video, it will be Tuesday, May 18th. So shout out to all of my fellow Tauruses. Taurus season is rapidly coming to an end, but we are going to celebrate until we can't celebrate no more. So I'm signing off, Royal Family. And as always, until next time, folks, peace.